Welcome back to the Two Sides of the Game podcast, man. Your boy Big Tone, AWAX in the building. Today we got a special guest, man. Back for the second round with us, man. GB in the building. What's up, my brother?
What's going on, Tone? What's up with Wax?
What's up with it, man? Welcome to the podcast, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Pleasure having you on here, bro.
Appreciate y'all having me, man, for real.
And I appreciate you pulling up, man. Like I said, this is our second round. I had you on the first. As soon as I launched this thing the first time, you pulled up, man. Showed some love. Dope to have you back again. But since then, you know, a lot of shit has transpired. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit's going down. I know you're going through some issues right now, man. And you know, we don't want to touch too much on specifics of shit, man. But, you know, like I said, I was chopping it with you, man. And I want to kind of highlight the character you are. Just me knowing you and being around you, bro, seeing how you get down and the type of shit you do. I kind of want to just highlight your character of all the positive shit you do. You know what I'm saying? So, first and foremost, bro, like I said, appreciate you pulling up, man. I know you're going through some shit right now, but you a strong individual. You still rocking and rolling. It don't stop nothing, man.
Yeah.
And, other than that, bro, like, how's everything else going? You know what I'm saying?
Shit, man, I can't complain, bro. You feel me? We're here. You know what I'm saying? We're free. We're breathing. We're moving. We're hustling. We're doing what we got to do. So, you feel me? And other days always a blessing to me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so I can't complain.
Not to yeah, every day free is a blessed day, brother. For
Yes,
sure
sir.
on that one. Man, ain't nobody trying to be in that jam, bro. But
Thanks.
I did see your recent post on Instagram, and I seen you're kind of feeling from the legal system. You're kind of feeling the people trying to paint a negative image on you and overlook all the good you do for the community. I know you're big on just being with philanthropy and trying to uplift the community and be the face of Merced, and you do a lot of work in your city where you're from, and it's kind of being overshadowed by a negative headline right now. So you're trying, but it is the nature of the beast too. At the same time, it's like people always want to put a spotlight on any negativity, no matter how small it is, and then overlook all the good deeds and charitable acts you do on behalf of your name and what you believe in. And I'm not sure if everybody's aware of how much good you actually do in the community.
Yeah. So I mean, the philanthropy work and the give backs and everything along those lines, that's been taking place like before the rap, you know, before had a name, and it was for no purpose necessary other than, you know, just having a good heart. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of people in the hood, a lot of things in the hood are overlooked. And it's up to somebody from the hood, you know what I'm saying, to give back to his own community and stuff like that, and any way they can, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily have to be financial or materialistic, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you know, buy the homeless something to eat or something, you know what I mean? It could be something really small, and that's something that we've been doing for years. And it wasn't until a started getting a name for himself for them to actually notice all that, you know what I'm saying? And we do it all year long, whether it's a holiday or not. And yeah, I mean, once you start getting a little bit of fame, you start getting the spotlight on you, and
any
yeah,
little negativity.
Yeah, that's you know, you always gonna have your haters.
Yeah, and I know, like, a lot of people have different outlooks on doing charitable work and whatnot. Like me personally, I don't like to broadcast it much, but I also came around to it, like, you know, broadcasting it is a good thing sometimes. Like, a lot of times I'll donate money to certain causes or look out for homeless people and whatnot, and I'm not gonna, I don't feel right putting them on my social medias when I'm doing that, right? But there's certain events I do charity work, and I'm like, yo, I do want to broadcast this, not to say, yo, look what I'm doing for people, to say people in my position, follow suit, do good, do some good, and with your money, and you're in a privileged position, and you have the opportunity, you can afford to look out for people. Show love. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Don't make you weak showing love to people or pulling people up and trying to help them out.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, and that's facts. And like I said, like, we've been doing that, and you can do as much good as you want. You feel me? As many times as you want. But the moment, you know, you slip up a little bit, or you say something you shouldn't, or, you know, the slightest up, like, we all humans. It just kind of overpowers all the good shit. It you know, all that's just out the window, and or at least that's what they try to make it seem, and yeah, you know what I mean, that's just what comes with it.
It's kind of where they just try to trap you in a box, bro. Like they don't, I won't say want to see you, but they can't believe that you've grown. You know what I mean? Okay, they're gonna put some stigma or some label on you. This is what you are, and that's all you are. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand that you could come from that environment, outgrow it. I won't even say outgrow, just still kind of evolve, you know, in a position in business, as a person, as a family man, and be that influence to the younger generation and still be there. I could still come to the hood and tie in with the homies and individuals and be more of a positive influence. I don't have to be doing the same shit that 18, 19-year-old kids doing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the way they'll see it is they'll just paint you as, well, you still there with them, you know what I'm saying? Like they don't, so it is kind of up, because that's why, like we were talking earlier, it's a case-by-case instance, man. You know what I'm saying? I've been around you for a while. I've had the pleasure of working with you and seeing you grow. And it's only been, I don't know, a handful of years, whatever, man. But just even in that time frame, bro, I've seen you just evolve mentally in the stuff you're doing. I don't know the stuff you're doing before. Like you said, you've been doing that type of stuff. But I know that give back you did not too long ago.
Yeah.
It was dope to see the community come out. I believe the city and the mayor came out and supported. I don't know if you got like a key, or I don't know if they congratulate you, just gave you some kind of award. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, eventually, you know, you could only be overlooked for so long until they actually start paying attention. And yeah, the city of Merced, the mayor came out. I got awarded a certificate for philanthropy by the state senate and the city of Merced, and it was dope because it was unexpected. And you feel me? We don't do it for recognition. You know what I'm saying? We want that shit to just be, like Wax said,
organic.
Organic, and if you see it, just follow suit. You know what I'm saying? Do the same thing in your hood. We don't. We do a lot of givebacks that we don't publicize too. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But some of that caliber, you feel me? It's always good to document. It's always good to share with the public, not just all the negative shit. You know what I'm saying? Even though that's what people tend to gravitate to more.
And you could tell when that, you could tell when that's organic. Like you going back to what you said, I've seen individuals do that. They go give just to be, it's selfish reasons. Look at me, I'm giving somebody something. They're disregarding what they're actually doing for somebody to make them look better. Look at here's this little camera and all the in homeless dude's face and stuff like that. And people see through that.
That's crazy.
People, you can't fool the public when it comes to that, man. People see if it's genuine or if you're just really just trying to make yourself look like you're, you know, it's fake, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and congratulations on all that too, man. I you know, we don't do stuff like that for recognition, but being recognized for doing it consistently, and especially, like, you're from a relatively small city, so having that recognition from community leaders or the mayor pop out and recognize that, you put in a lot of work, obviously, to get to that point.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's you.
So,
that's you.
Congratulations, man, and I respect the hell out of that kind of stuff, bro. Personally, me personally, that's like, money is one form of, like, don't get me wrong, money's great, but being able to do good deeds for people and help people out, that's another form of payment. That's an advantage to being in the entertainment industry to me. Like, to me, I take pride in that. That's one of the main benefits to putting up with all the BS that comes along with it that ain't so fun to deal with when you do music and whatnot, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I mean, and we still doing it to this day. You know what I'm saying? We do a lot of things behind the scenes. I do a lot of work in the community, a lot of work with youth in the community, especially marginalized neighborhoods in Merced and stuff like that. Behind the scenes that we don't publicize, that people, you know what I'm saying, they don't see the day-to-day shit that we do individually, you feel me, as man and humans. But yeah, I mean, this shit don't stop.
Even just running a business, man. Even on top of that, just running a business, trying to invest in yourself and build something so you can provide for you and your family, the day-to-days that go behind that, on top of trying to help people out, on top and build for yourself and your family, you know what I mean? That's a whole nother ball game alone, you know what I'm saying? The entrepreneur life, man, you know what I mean? It's a lot of time dedicated to trying to better yourself, you know? It's not just sitting on the corner and luck just fell on your lap and, hey, you got put on because you had dope flows, man. There's a lot that goes behind this shit to get all that recognized, man.
And you're on your entrepreneur game. Like, you're involved with sneaker. You're like a sneakerhead and sneaker stores and whatnot.
Clothing.
Your own clothing line. You're like off and running, and really standing out with business aside from just music too. So.
Yeah. Off top, I'm very into entrepreneurship. It's what gravitates me. You know what I'm saying? The hustle, the grind, sleepless nights, late nights, early mornings, everything that comes with it. You know what I'm saying? It feels better when you grind for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, anybody could paint a perfect picture. You feel me? Online, like I got all this shit, but they don't see, you know, what you got to do to obtain that. You feel me? It's a lot of hard work.
That's what
I'm interested, like,
too.
like how did you have you got anybody that like mentored you into that, or you just watch other people and so?
Yeah, not at all, not at all. I grew up in Merced in a certain side of town and in a certain crowd to where you were influenced to gangbang. You know what I'm saying? It's a real gang infested town. If you know, you know. And we were just influenced to follow that, to pursue, you feel me, the street mentality. You feel me? We were encouraged to go get a prison number. We were encouraged, you feel me, to go put your work in and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we didn't have that role model to teach us about like financial stability, teach us about credit and shit like that. So, fuck, when I paroled the first time, I think I was probably like 23. No, I was 20 actually. I was 20, and I listened to Nipsey Hussle. Keep it real. That's the shit that ignited the flame.
Yeah, he kicked game and
Yeah, and he was just like, bruh, you feel me? This is the business entrepreneur mentality, the hustle. And then I just started, you know, YouTube University. How do you do this?
Straight up.
How do you do that? You feel me? As soon as a motherfucker start asking too much questions, it's like a motherfucker's really not for that shit. You feel me? If you got you just go to YouTube, Google anything nowadays. Yeah. How do you properly distribute a song? How do you flip a sneaker? How do you?
What's a lobotomy? Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, say shit like that. Where can I go for this? Everything's on the palm of your hand. You feel me?
Use it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's all I did, and I just learned it and I ran with it.
You know how they say, I just something popped in my head when you said that, they say there's no such thing as a stupid question. Yeah. Mark Cuban said, he goes, there is such thing, because I can tell by the questions you're asking me that you ain't built for this. If you ain't done enough homework on what you're trying to do to ask me that simple shit, then get
yeah. Somebody could ask me a certain question. Hey, how do you do this? How do you do that?
Yeah.
But once you start asking me, how do you do this so many times, like, bro, like this probably not gonna work out for you.
And like I said, I'm from a different time. I don't want to sound like the old guy here, like, oh, I had to walk to school both ways in the snow type of dude. But no, for real, like, we didn't have the YouTube. Like, I literally got books. I had to go to Barnes and Nobles and I bought hella books about music business and owning your rights and learning how to. And on top of that, I ask a lot of questions. I had never be afraid to ask questions, but I did the homework. So I didn't have the luxury at the time to go and YouTube everything. Like, I had to literally read, and I hate reading books. I've never read a full book my whole life until I was actually not like a real storytelling book.
Yeah.
But I read books that I was learning from, type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how I educated myself. Then YouTube all of a sudden started coming around. So
how far did you go in school, Tom?
I graduated Live Oak High School, man. Continuation. We had to show up for like 2 hours a day, pull up, and you just show up, and you won.
Live Oak. That was the continuation
high school, away from the high school.
Yeah,
like, the real high school,
the
and
bad kids school you graduated from.
But I showed up, man, and
he was probably the tallest motherfucker in that shit too.
Yeah, fool.
How far did you go in school?
Shit, I graduated my senior year. I ended up getting kicked out my senior year. I went to continuation school. It was an independent studies. Made up some credits. Ended up going back the second semester. Graduated. I went to probably 4 or 5 different, probably 4 different high schools, and then in Merced. And then when I went to the Penn this last time, I got my GED to get some credits too.
That's what I did too, brother.
They're like 6 weeks off. You're saying school, run that
thing, man. I graduated in that thing, man. Did some community college classes and stuff. I was a total screw up, and did something go off? Oh, I was a total screw up, and all my schools got kicked out. I beat up 2 teachers in 2 different schools and got expelled, and did the 1 hour, 2 hour a day.
Little badass kid.
Hey, in Hillview in Pittsburgh, they opened some I was so bad at Hillview in junior high, they put 2 trailers on the back of the school campus, and they put like the 10 baddest kids in the whole school. I was one of the 10, and they let us go at 12 noon so we couldn't get out of school at the same time, because I was like jumping people, taking hats from them. And
Well, it's real silver
jackets.
teeth back then. He didn't have the diamonds. Yeah, the
Nah,
silver caps.
I had tinfoil on my Jones.
Those is the same TV. He just added diamonds.
Yeah,
In the motherfuckers.
you feel me? We done elevated a little bit
Yeah,
around
yeah.
here, man.
Crazy kid days, man.
Yeah, I want, you know, another thing, man, because me and you be chopping it up too. When
Yeah,
we be
yeah.
kicking it, we be talking that talk, man. I cannot resist bringing up the supernatural conversation with you on this podcast.
Oh shit!
bro.
I forgot all
'Cause
about that.
We done had some deep ghost talks before. Me,
love the
I
ghost
love,
stories,
I
man.
love coming with the conspiracies and the ghost stories and
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
And I know you done grew up around some of that.
Yeah.
Like I done heard some things, man. Can you elaborate on it a little
Shit,
bit?
I mean, I've
man?
had a couple paranormal experiences, and I've elaborated on this before. You know how the public be there, like, oh, that
Yeah.
motherfucker smoking dope.
Man, listen.
he on
Boy,
crack.
just
But,
high. You just
but
high.
I mean, it's just not everybody is
in tune.
yeah, not everybody gets to experience shit. You feel me? Like, there's certain shit I never got to experience, but it don't mean that, you feel me, I ain't gonna knock them. It ain't true type shit.
Yeah,
Shit. I mean, I'm not too sure.
it's
you know what to
it's
share.
real. If you've seen it, you see it. You like it's real. I don't care who
I believe
me
in
and
that
who
stuff.
don't
I believe
it.
in all
Yeah.
that, bro. So I'm not. Yeah.
Yeah, my family's like really deep into the Catholic religion, so they believe in all that, like the good and bad,
Sure.
spiritual, exorcists and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up really believing in really in tune with my spiritual side,
Yeah.
and when I was younger, I could see, shit that my other family couldn't see. I mean,
My boy, the Sixth Sense.
yeah, and I
Get
think because I
chilled.
was young, you feel me?
Yeah.
And I could see this younger, child, and I had my nephew that kind of resembled him, so I would see him and I'll tell everybody like, he right there, and they's like, nah, like you can't see shit, like you're tripping, and so they started seeing him and then like look away and like, oh shit,
Yeah.
you feel me, type shit. A couple experiences as an adult. I remember once we was hitting this lick, me and my boy Willie. He was hitting this lick and somebody, there was like a witness passed by, and we was like, man, we can't afford no witnesses, you know what I'm saying? We was young, we was in high school, and we was following them, so I was like, hey, look, this is what we gonna do. We gonna grab them, you feel me? We in high school at the time, all we had was a knife on us, so it's like, hey, we gonna tell them like, hey, if you snitch, we gonna kill you type shit, right? It's like, all right, cool. Allegedly, right? And
Allegedly.
and we went to reach for him, and bruh just kind of disappeared, bruh. He disappeared.
It's
and I was-
angel dust, Holmes.
yeah, bro. If I could compare it to something, it'd be like mist.
That's crazy, though.
And I was like, bro, like I'm tripping, right?
Yeah.
We wasn't on drugs, you know what I'm saying? And I told my boy, I was like, hey, you seen that? He's like, yeah, I seen that. I was like, I'm not tripping that. He's like, nah, you ain't tripping. I mean,
Bro,
Shit like that.
I believe in spirits, bro. I believe in that shit. I believe in good ones and bad ones. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've
Facts.
always had like guardian angels and stuff like that. So I'm not knocking. Like, everyone got their experience, and whether people believe it or not, you know what you seen, you know what you went through, you
Yeah.
know what you know.
especially when you're sober.
I think I think it plays a part into like religion. Like I kind of feel like when some people die and they don't just move on to what's
Yeah.
next. Sometimes they get stuck in purgatory or be ghosts,
Right,
And
yeah, no, I
have it's
believe in all that
stages
shit.
of death, like type. So I believe in it, and it plays into religion. I don't just dismiss it like, oh, that can't be a thing and nothing. But like all the videos you see on World Star with like chicks with their legs while they sleep pinned back and ghosts be hitting and shit. Like I don't believe that.
Yeah,
kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
That's from the old movie. What was that movie? Scream. Remember the parody they made? The Scream.
Yeah,
Some
bro.
shit, Ghost was
Oh
raping.
yeah, scary movie. Yeah, I mean, you got to know when to draw the line. Some shit's more believable than others. But
Yeah, like my first family home with my parents, my mom was like seriously freaked out. Like she would wake up and she would just be pinned to the bed and then be screaming.
you ever had sleep paralysis?
My girl has that.
Never.
My girl has that. I didn't know nothing
Bro,
about it.
that's
So
just
she
crazy, bro.
can't wake up. She's trying. She wants
Yeah.
to. Trying to wake. She's like, yeah.
I used to get sleep paralysis every night faithfully, like sometimes multiple times a night for
crazy.
like years.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
way
I
it
used-
was explained to me is it's a trip.
Yeah, it's a trip, and it's a trip.
So what, like you can't wake up, or what is it?
yeah, so it's like,
You're screaming help.
yeah. So I mean, my experience, right? You sleeping, right? You sleeping, and then you get woken up by like a heavy, like weight on you. You feel me? So something really heavy on you, and you can't move at all or speak, but you can see and feel like everything. It's like you're paralyzed.
Yeah.
In the middle of the night.
Yeah.
And it slowly starts coming back, like your movement, your ability to speak starts coming back slowly. Probably like a few minutes, 5 minutes maybe, it'll come back. But it's a trip because it's not normal.
No, I know a lot of people have it. Like I said, I heard about it. You know, one thing I do believe in though too, beyond spirits, I believe in like demons, bro, like getting in people. I really believe some people get
Like being possessed and shit.
not even possessed, but not even all the way. Like not exorcism possessed. Just like I could feel it. I can't explain it.
Oh, like bad energy?
Bad energy,
Like a
but
bad
that person,
spirit?
because I'm gonna keep it. That's why I say I believe in that, because I feel like I used to have demons. I told the story before to people around me. Like I really felt like I used to have demons in me, and I would feel it. You know what I'm saying? And like something happened. There was an instance. Something went crazy, bro. And my mom's put a picture of my tia. She was my godmother. She passed away when I was young, and she was just like literally. I remember trying to go to church twice, and I walked in church, and my nose started leaking. Bro. I swear to God, my grandma was like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" And then I went again. It was for some other reason. Went to church, and it was Holy Rosary, and I got hella nauseated. And I started just throwing up after another. I'm like, something's wrong with me. Like they're like, something's wrong with you. But it just a lot of crazy shit was happening out here too, though. It wasn't like there was a lot of evil shit going on out here with that at the time. And I remember something happened, and I almost got smoked. Some fools tried to like light my shit up, and my shit got Swiss cheese. I don't know how none of them hit me. But my mom's looked at the whip, and I told the story maybe on a podcast or somebody. And my mom's put a picture of my godmother, my tia. She's like, she's the only one protected you. But something about that picture. And I wasn't on drugs or nothing. Something about that picture was just like, I just remember like my ears shaking, and I'm like, some weird shit. But I to this day, I felt like maybe that's the day I think the demons finally left me. You know what I'm saying?
think it's like I think guardian angels are real, bro.
That's what I'm
I think
saying.
that's
All
like
that
something.
shit. I believe in all that
You
shit.
have to feel it. It's weird to tell it because they're like,
Yeah.
I'm dangerous.
Have y'all ever seen anything on like reincarnation? Like I've seen a couple documentaries about kids was reincarnated and they remember they past life while they're young.
Yeah. I seen shit like
Certain
that.
kids, like till they like 4 or 5 years old, like they remember, like I was this man, I lived in this country, I was married to her, and they be like, "You sound crazy. You know, how would he even know all these details?" And then they actually go there, and he like, "Yeah, I seen one where dude was like, yeah, my next door neighbor murdered me. I'm buried right there," and they like solved the whole case.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
all that shit for sure exists. You know what I don't believe in? I don't believe in horoscopes.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that shit.
You don't believe in
I
zodiac
believe
signs?
in it.
I kind of believe in that a little bit, John, characteristics. Should be kind of making sense.
I don't know. I just don't like how they try to dictate your day type shit.
Nah, yeah, I can't.
Or
That's
like,
the stars
hey,
line through this
This
and that.
this is what you got to do, and
Some
what
of
you're
it's
going through. It's like-
definitely a
I do
scam.
believe in the
shit's like-
signs,
it's
though. What sign
common
are you?
sense.
What sign are you? Just let me ask. You gotta know what the fucking sign you are.
I don't believe in
When's
that
your
shit,
birthday?
August.
So you're
I'm a Leo.
a Leo. Yeah.
Yeah.
When's your birthday?
Cancer.
You're Cancer?
I'm a Cancer.
Yeah, I don't believe in it like that. Like, oh, I figured you out. But I do know certain things. Yeah, I know you. I gotta stay away from
You
your
know what I'm
ass.
saying? There's some motherfuckers like,
I don't subscribe to. I think like I'm scared of getting
we're
my
not
tarot
compatible.
cards read or any
Nah,
of that.
I don't do
I don't.
none of that
I feel like that's like
You putting energy
devil
on
stuff,
me.
yeah.
You know what? One thing that tripped me out. I know you know the homie. What's the homeboy does the mind reading?
fuck, I don't know.
The homie to be like a Q bottom right. He did the show out there.
Oh,
the
yeah,
mind
the
reading.
magician.
The
dude.
magician.
Fuck, I
He
forgot his
scares
name.
me. That's my boy. Shout out to my brother, man. But he scares the shit out of me.
Yeah.
But he reads
Shit like
everyone's
that.
mind. He figured out your password for your phone. He get in your phone.
oh no, keep him away.
You
from me.
he mentioned a name. Think of a name you can't think about. No one. He did that to me. I
Shit like
thought
that
about-
ain't even normal
Bro,
at that
he's
point.
like, write down the name. And I wrote down my boy Lace, but I wrote down his real name, Noe. No one knew him through his name. Rest in peace, Lace. You know what I mean? I put Noe. He guessed that name. He's like, you were thinking about. He wrote it down. Noe.
You think he might have like
That was on the spot. There's no way he
like
could
some
have
type of paranormal shit, like
Has to be something, bro.
soul to soul maybe?
Yeah. Has to be something. But it scared the shit out of me. I told him, bro, I was like, you're fucking brujero or whatever. Bruja, man.
Yeah,
Stay that
nah,
shit away
I
from
mean,
me.
I believe in all that shit. It isn't necessarily I believe in it, but I believe it exists. You know what I'm saying? I've seen certain shit that's unexplainable, and yeah, it's out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't mean to dive too deep down that rabbit hole.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I
Good conversation. Good conversation.
But
I
I
like this
definitely
shit.
wanted to touch on it a little bit, man.
I'll share one more real quick, just real quick, because people find this one interesting, man. And I only say this because I've said this before, and I've always paid homage. We talk about wood and we keep it alive, but I really this really trips me out, bro, because it was a song I did. It's called Baby I'm For Real. It was one of my songs I did hella albums ago. But I remember I had this picture of Wood in there. I literally was on my laptop in my room, like, before I recorded it, and I put the laptop on my bed. To get off the bed, you got to put it far enough on the middle, right? You know what I'm saying? I knew it was on the edge. I take care of my shit. I'm always cautious about my electronics. And I go in the studio and I record it. You know what I mean? I was feeling it. I had the picture, and I literally was like, brother, you'd be proud of this one. I was feeling that song. You know what I mean? As I was singing that, I hear, ba-bam. I'm by myself at the house. I look, my laptop's on the fucking ground. Okay, coincidence maybe, right? Then I had someone over the house the next day, and I was telling that story. And as I was telling that story, bow, I hear something. The fucking broom fell by the fucking fridge. And they're like, you gotta be shit. You're joking. You're playing. I'm like, telling you. You know what I'm saying? That's one. So I'm like, damn, bro. I be feeling like bros. And when I say that in the songs, like he's here. Yeah. The day we're doing that Rivertown song, remember I told Boog, I was like, Boog, I'm gonna vibe out. Just let me stay by myself and work. You know what I'm saying? I sat here and I was trying to put his vocals together. Someone, as I'm doing that, and I found the tempo for the first time after all these years, found the song, or found the tempo, because it was just the vocals. I didn't have a beat behind it. Someone tagged me and you on Bear on the Beat. Literally, I looked, it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I seen, tagged, and I looked at it, and it was, I've been looking for a beat for that song. I said, that would fit perfect. And I tapped him with bro right there, and he just like, bro, usually he be trying to charge, you know what I mean? He's like, this one's you, just send it to what's your email? Fucking lined up perfect, bro. And I was just like, damn, everything was just coming together. And then I kept finding on those tracks, little vocals, he was just kind of doing some chants and warm-ups, we bullshit before we record. I kept finding, I was like, damn, he kept giving me gems and gifts on this song. I didn't even know I had on there. Yeah. Then I turned to all hook and everything. But it just felt like bro was right here.
Steering it.
So I'm just saying, like, I be feeling like bro's with us still, you know what I'm saying?
No, I be feeling that way too, bro. I always, even when we do stuff like this, I be feeling like, man, like I be feeling like he here even though he ain't hearing shit. When you close to people like that too, you wanna know something really crazy, bro? I was up at I didn't talk to my mom for a while before she passed, and I was up at like 3 in the morning one night. I just finished recording and I was alone, probably turned on South Park or something, and I just got a feeling like something just came over me. It was like, man, my mom's gone. My mom just left. Like, I knew something in my whole body and my whole soul. I knew the instant my mom died, and I dismissed it. I said, man, you tripping. I said a prayer. I was like, please forgive me for being morbid. I like said a little piece to God, and I was like, don't even dive down that hole. Don't think morbidly, right? And come to find out, we found out a couple of days later she had died, and she died at that exact moment. But I felt it. Like when they say twins, when something happens to one twin when they're apart from each other and they know exactly when that happens, it's indescribable, but I literally went through that. Like, there is a higher consciousness to all this. I've experienced that, and just because people don't experience that, I just know me and my mom's bond was so close. That's the best way I could attribute it to. But man, that's a real deal right there,
told
bro.
Me that too. I believe that's crazy, man. That's a trip. That's a trip right there. That connection, that's beyond any energy. That's just
you can't put it into words. You just gotta kind of just. That's the thing about faith too. When you talk about religion and stuff, like, don't nobody actually know exactly how it's gonna play out when this is over with. Everyone just had their beliefs, and we all gonna figure it out when we get there. But no one's gonna tell you the direct answers and whatnot.
I believe in that mind telepathy too. You ever think of somebody and all of a sudden they pop up?
Yes.
Yeah, hell yeah.
All the time. People I ran
talking shit about Tone all the time, and then it calls my phone. As soon as I
heard you talking shit, motherfucker.
Man, that's happened to me too.
Like, damn it, speak of the devil, he shall appear.
Skull over there trolling me on, I fucking hear my ears ringing. I'm gonna call.
Hey, bro, I do want to shift to your music, bro. Like, you got a real, man, you're real well spoken in your music, and you put a good message forward, and you paint a good picture. Like, you don't just, it's not just bars and metaphors. Like, you throw messages and really be dropping jewels in a lot of your music, man. And I see the way you construct it, and your vocabulary is vast. How you do it all, like, bro, it's impressive, bro. And
appreciate it.
What's your inspirations musically? Nipsey, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, Nipsey came along, like, later on in life. Growing up, though, I was very versatile with my music. I didn't stick to just one, you feel me? Like, of course, I listened to a lot of West Coast rap, Death Row, NWA, Woody, so on and so forth. But I also listen to, you feel me, a lot of East Coast music down south.
Really?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all over the place with the rap shit. My playlist is many. And a lot of Nas, a lot of,
Oh man.
you know, like going back to the
real-
to the KRS ones, the Biggies.
Eminem,
Yeah.
I heard you.
Eminem,
talking
yeah,
about
Eminem,
on,
so-
something, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of rappers that a lot of motherfuckers would never think I listen to. And today I listen to a lot of genres. So like rap would be the last genre that I listen to. I listen to all type of other genres now, but
Like what?
shit like country, classic rock, like alternative, oldies of course, freestyle, a lot of Spanish music, and I think that's what contributed to a lot of the storytelling. Was, I don't know if you guys listen to corridos, the old school corridos though. You know, it's like a lot of stories about like cartels and shit like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, I always heard stories and got messages, you know, from corridos. So I don't know if that might have took like a big impact on me storytelling. As far as the vocab, I spent a lot of time in jail reading the dictionary, the thesaurus. I could never really get into books, like, you know, about anything, but I could for sure read the dictionary all day. And that's another thing, is just, you know, listening to rappers like Eminem and the Nas's and a lot of the more lyrical artists. I knew how to distinguish kind of, you know, not necessarily a good song from a bad song, but like a more complex song than a simple song. You know what I'm saying? And I just knew I never really wanted to make simple music. I was like, if I ever could make a song, I want it to be like with a purpose, with a message, and I think I think I did it pretty well.
Yeah, I think you found your own style, bro. And it's like everyone has their own style, but you've found your lane with your music, and I'm a fan of your music. I enjoy listening to it, and I never know what's coming next when I hear a song from you. So I'm always like,
yeah. Even when we got in the booth, I already knew. I was like, you know, I fuck with your shit too before I met you. So I was like, I'm gonna see what he's gonna come up with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you unpredictable yourself, you know. So when you came out, and I didn't even see you reading shit, you was just like, all right, and you was just spitting. I was like, oh man, I gotta come with it. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I like that friendly competition.
Yeah, facts,
We always be like,
facts.
man, I feel like whoever raps last always got the advantage too. Like, you can,
I've done that plenty of times working with this fool. I thought I got something, then he comes in there, I'm like, fuck, I gotta redo my damn verse, man.
Yeah,
I said ABC, and he's sound all intricate and
he
shit.
redoes it every time. He does it once, and then he got the studio, so he'll re-record it and perfect it. Sounds such a perfectionist.
Nah,
with it.
Wax got it though. Wax.
No, I love
You got
music
the
too.
wordplay.
Like you said, me and Tone, in our era when we grew up, we frowned upon, like, it was
20s?
the East Coast, West Coast, yeah, in the roaring 20s, right?
1820s.
Tupac and the East Coast, West Coast, Biggie and everything, we was just all West Coast everything. It wasn't a cool thing to listen to some East Coast music and whatnot back
I
then.
had no East Coast music on my
On the playlist, right? But
Yeah, but the
Maybe
thing
some
about y'all
Biggie.
is that y'all was a lot closer to the Bay. So y'all had like the Mob Figures
Yeah.
and Dre and
The Bay was lit in our time too, though. The Bay,
Yeah.
I would say, was really big. It just the Andre Nicotina's and the
Exactly,
and
they equipped those.
IMPs, and that was huge everywhere though. A lot of people were tuning into the Too Short, you know what I'm saying? E40. That was big rap. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I feel like y'all had a lot of you know, close artists. You feel me?
But you had like Bone Thugs and them. That was like out in Ohio and shit. I used to
Yeah.
slap all that. I used to be a big Bone Thugs fan when they came
yeah,
out.
like Rap A Lot, Swisher House,
Swisher House.
Dayton Family. I used to listen to a lot of underground rap.
Texas
Yeah.
rap too, though. I used to
Yeah,
slap
me too.
like Bun B and shit
Bun
and
B,
all that.
Pimp C.
Yeah.
What you think about that situation with Bun B? I know that was a topic that was circulating, trending online. How he testified against the dude that ran up in his house. You know what I'm saying? And everyone had their opinions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he didn't even like testify in court. He testified like at a sentencing hearing to like get him cooked all the way or something. I guess somebody ran in his house or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't agree with. I don't see why he would do that. I seen him crying on the stand, or like some pictures went viral or whatnot.
Yeah.
I think that's why the people gotta they're trying to say you gotta separate, is he a street dude or is he not? But like, you still come from that, you still name holds weight. You know what I mean? I don't know the details, so I didn't see the video. I just seen the headlines.
I just know Pimp C would be real opinionated right now if he was here to witness that. And Pimp C wasn't one to bite his tongue, and he was one of my favorite rappers. He still is. He's one of my favorite rappers of all time, bro. And not only just for the raps, but some of his interviews are the most classic interviews in all of hip hop history.
His ass might get canceled now, though. You can't even say that shit,
man. Pimp C,
Boosie could probably get away with it.
One thing about pimps, they know how to put their words together, man. They know how to thread that needle, man.
Times have changed. They ban your ass from everything, man.
Real,
yeah, they will cancel culture. Shit. That's a real deal.
Yeah. But I mean, shit, bro, like I said, man, everyone's got different opinions. Everyone's got different stages of their life. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day.
You got a dream collab out there? Like, not rap, not just rock, anything?
I never really thought about a dream collab, you feel me? But there is a lot of artists that I would be like, man, so if somehow we could make a song together, that'd be dope. You feel me? I listen to a lot of Jelly Roll. I listen to a lot of Adele. Adele go crazy.
Amazing, bro.
My
boy Ace, make it happen with Jelly Roll. One of my partners, that's his homie. He rocking with him out there.
Okay, yeah. Jelly Roll go crazy.
Yeah, like my boy Fats is he's a Swiftie, but I'm a big Lana Del Rey fan.
Yeah, she hard too.
What?
You know,
Swiftie, Taylor Swift, bro. Swiftie, you don't know what a Swiftie is?
Nah,
that's a Taylor Swift fan, bro.
That's
a thing.
Tone's more on Billie Eilish, but
oh yeah, that's right. Kansas City beat the Niners. Y'all don't want to talk about Taylor.
Where I got into Taylor Swift's music was in jail.
Trolling right now, or you got?
I'm dead ass. I'm
telling
you,
Swifties, bro.
I'm telling you, bro. Like I be
find out,
I be listening to a lot of different. You feel me? I'm not just like gangster rap, killing motherfuckers.
Really slapping Swiftie.
Here's what I'm trying to say. When I went to jail for my first time right after high school, the only so they was slapping on the block. It was on 4 block in Merced County Jail. They was slapping country. Gotcha. And I was never in the country. I was like, bro, turn this shit off. Like, put some rap on. You feel me? And they was like, this is the only music we get in here is the country network. Yeah. So I was like, all right. After like 30 days in that motherfucker, I was singing along to the motherfuckers too. And then in the country network is where they played a lot of Taylor Swift. So that's when we was watching. And
for real.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, she hard. You feel me? You listen to all type, Chris Stapleton.
That Tennessee Whiskey song, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was out in Tennessee and I was like, I Googling the Tennessee song and that came on.
Yeah.
And that shit, I was like,
country's dope.
That song going crazy.
Morgan Wallen going crazy right now too.
I like a lot of genres. But like super fan, like I'm probably the biggest Nirvana fan on earth, bro. I'm one of the.
I can see that.
I listen to a lot of classic rock too.
Nirvana music and
smell like Teen Spirit,
and not just the music too. The way he wrote his lyrics,
he was like I could see that, like the pain and shit. He had that dark, pain.
He had this way of writing, Kurt Cobain, that I would hear 4 bars that he write, and it would sound like he's saying the same. If you're just a casual listener, you may think he's saying the same 1 bar 4 times in a row. But if you really listen or look at the lyrics, he switches a word and says it exactly the same, and the bars are different, but it sounds like he's just repeating them, and he's saying completely different things in 4 bars. And I incorporated that into what I do and how I construct my music. I try to take a page out of that book. And I feel like when Future be like Future Hendrix, like I feel like he takes a lot of his inspiration out of rock music likewise. And
I just, you know what, just a case in point where it separates actual musicians and people that just rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to don't get on YouTube, get a beat and just talk some shit. And that's what it is. But people that actually really love music, you know what I mean? And I feel that's what's kind of missing in our game too, is when, even with rap music, bro, it used to be a lot more complex to do a song. You got to come here and track it out. Producers had to do one sound at a time. People would get vocalists in there. They would actually be in the studio working together. There was a lot that went on sometimes. Live guitars behind shit, different drops. Now it's just, hey, drop a beat and just talk some shit. But I think that's the difference of people that actually got real talent is music. Good music is gonna hit you no matter what genre, no matter what it is, man. You can feel
I feel like a lot of this good shit, like a lot of good music, a lot of good music videos, a lot of good shit that there's a lot of thought put behind it. I feel like a lot of it goes unappreciated nowadays.
Straight up, it do.
But I mean, it is what it is. You feel me? I ain't complaining or nothing. You feel me? But
like a real one.
But I always know how to appreciate the shit. Like,
Yeah.
hey, this motherfucker's hard. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to Lazy the other day about that. Like sometimes you're just ahead of the curve. Some music's ahead of its time. Like especially when you risk take with music. Like me and Tone on our album, we did a couple songs that we was trying to. We just purposely went outside the box. Like let's get all the way out of our lane and try a couple things. And our album dropped, and we read the analytics, and we thought like, all right, we figured out what the best songs were. But a year later, we look back at the numbers, and it's like, dang, we really slept on this one song. It took off late.
Took back up.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
It was a late bloomer, bro.
It'd be like that.
Yeah. And you know what I did, like with me and him though, I kind of knew what people expected too. Like I wanted to do. I also like appreciate and I understand what the fans like. I kind of know the history of, at least with us, like with me, what songs worked for me and which ones didn't. And I know people related to me and you going back to the No Exposure days. So that's why I try to kind of give them that vibe a little bit with some new shit. You know what I mean? That's why we were very picky with the beats and the production on that project. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, how do you do that with your beat selection? Are you very picky? Like, are you very, very picky? Or you're just like, cool, I'll rock anything. Because there's different artists I work with. Some will rock and some are very picky.
If it's my personal shit on my album, then I'm picky as fuck. Yeah. If I could, it could be a dope beat, but if I don't hear myself on it, you feel me? Then I'll pass on it. Okay. Yeah. So I gotta hear myself on it.
Yeah. That happens a lot. I got some dope production, and I'm like, this beat sounds hard, but you're right. I don't hear myself on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. There's been a lot of those times, mainly with features that I'll do it, you know, because of the feature, but it's not my beat of choice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And this guy right here, he slap it on. He don't even need a beat, bro. He'll sit there, we're doing the song, and people are talking to him, and he's in his, I got it.
Yeah.
I can sit down.
But I still feel that. I'll do something. I'll be like, I don't like a beat, but then I'll tell myself I always just tell myself, just do it, and if I don't like it, just don't use it. Throw it away. Like,
Facts.
I just like to push myself, push the limits.
You listen to System of a Down? Nah.
What is that?
You just listen to him.
It's a rock. It's
like a band. Yep.
Bro, I did my first rock and roll song recently. It's not a rap song. I got an actual like rock song, and it's not like me screaming like mega death rock or nothing.
I gotta hear that shit.
I just got a little sing-songy little rock song with a band behind me, and I'm gonna actually release it in not a rap category when I release it, but I'm excited.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Try it, bro. Like
that's something so lame. Yep.
Yeah, I'm never gonna try and do the Jelly Roll and transition over to another genre or nothing.
Yeah.
That worked out for him,
Post
though.
Malone's.
It definitely did, though, too.
Yeah.
A lot of people able to make that. That's a big leap, though.
Honestly, and I'm not saying, you know, I'm not saying that he's a special, occurrence, but you have to kind of reinvent yourself to stay relevant. I'm not saying go a whole 180 like that, but if people don't see some kind of change or some kind of progression, people get tired of the same sauce, man. It just happens. You know, you could have that good 5-6 years, but even if you could be the same genre, the same style, but they still got to see some evolution for them to stay in tune. If you're literally in the same spot you were 5, 6, 7 years ago doing nothing but the same shit, saying the same shit, most of those artists cap out. They don't do nothing, go any further than they ever did. You know what I mean? You have to show some kind of evolution, and I think Madonna was the master of that. It was reinventing herself. You know what I'm saying? And that was something I remember that stuck with me. That
like all logic and everything that goes into it. Like Jelly Roll broke all the norms, and I'm partial to Jelly Roll because him and Haystack was like Antioch, Tennessee, and Woody organically found his way going out there and like on some Antioch to Antioch and
Koch Records.
Music.
I was telling my boy that when out there they had a connection because the two Antiochs. You know what I'm saying?
And like Jelly Roll was a rapper way back when Woody was with Koch Records and they was collabing with Haystack and doing what they was doing, and that's how I first found out about Antioch, Tennessee, and all that. So I always like been rooting for him, even though we never met in person, and I've been in a lot of the same circles. And to see him, he grinded and was a dope underground artist for a long time and a dope rapper doing what he was doing with Haystack and on his own and was strange. And then seeing him just have stages to his career and keep growing and evolving into what he's evolved now. It's one of the dopest stories in all the music to me, like in all genres and everything.
Yeah.
Give a quick little fun fact though about Wood when he went to Nashville. People probably don't know that. What was the homeboy that was singing on his hooks? He did that loyalty song you posted today, Bud. What's the dude's name? If anyone's gonna know, you gonna know. Loyalty.
Where you from, homie? And
Yeah.
what you claim?
But yeah. Anyways, that dude he met when he went to Nashville to do the to whatever he was doing with Koch when he was out there working with him, and then he had met Bro. And then he recorded all that shit in the hotel. He said, one take Jake and everything. You didn't hear those ad-libs or none of that. He just went and recorded those hooks in the hotel.
Oh, Bro was from Nashville? The hook artist?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So whoever, I forgot dude's name. He's looking it up. Or maybe he's not.
Fun fact, nah.
He's over there scrolling and shit, liking pictures.
He's over there on page 63 right now.
He's on Eros.com.
He's on Arrows. Page 63. You a picky motherfucker.
Nah, I think that's dope, bro. And even bringing up that Koch, like, Wood got a budget from Koch when he signed to him, GB, and they gave him, I don't know, $50,000 or whatever, X amount of dollars to make his album. They were like, go buy beats and studio time and features and whatnot. He put it all in his pocket and did everything.
He was so mad at that cover too, bro. They did him.
Oh, yeah,
he was like this. He was like, that cover I was supposed to be like they put him with like flames and like AKs, but it was supposed to be like the demons down here, and then like the angels trying to pull him up. So that's why he was like this.
Oh,
and they just threw some flames and had him looking all like, "What's up, fool?
What's up? What's up now, fool?"
Yeah, he was hot. Then they mastered this shit wrong. Had a low the first time. They did him kind of dirty.
He also bootlegged his own CD on them too. That's how he got his retribution.
Yeah.
They dropped the album. He went straight to the press plant and pressed up like 10,000 CDs behind their back and was out the
New
trunk.
cover. That's why he had two different covers. You see the new one with Shemp. The Shemp did the other cover and got it done right.
Man, good. The golden years, man.
Some history people didn't know though, man.
Yeah, had to drop that. Well, let me see, man. What are we missing on? You ain't big on sports or nothing,
Shit, nothing too crazy. Like, I'm not, you feel me? I
only
watch
one,
football. Football. I ain't big on lacrosse or nothing like that. like Tony.
I can't talk no sports with Tone, bro. Hey, I be like,
yeah, I be watching football. That's about it. Oh, and boxing, and some UFC fights here and there. But
well, let me get into this then. I got some, and I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people want to hear this, man. We kind of sparked it off, but you recently, got swooped up on some
bullshit.
On some bullshit. It's all over the internet, bro. It's I seen that shit posted everywhere. It was getting sent to me like crazy. You know what I'm saying? I see YouTube pages. It's a big story. A lot of people were posting it, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people were showing support, man. I've seen a lot of comments under there, people coming, letting people, you got a lot of support behind you with it, man.
Yeah.
We don't need to get in details of what's going on, but anything you want to elaborate on how that transpired, man, or what you were doing at the time, how you got swooped or what?
Shit, definitely some bullshit. I've always, heard since I was younger, only believe 50% of what you see and nothing about what you hear, you know what I'm saying? And that definitely applies to that shit. You don't believe nothing that you're hearing and 50% of what you saw type shit, if that. But no, I mean, without saying too much, it's because, there's a lot of open cases and stuff like that. A lot of it's bullshit. A lot of it's a bunch of bullshit all for the media, all for, possible funding, possible re-elections going on.
You're an easy headline out there because
and they probably just like, bro, like even motherfuckers that I got wrapped in there with, I got wrapped with a lot more individuals, were part of that. When we was in like, housing and shit like that, motherfuckers was looking at going to court. It was just like, bruh, it was just a weak ass fucking, you feel me, cases they got, and a lot of this shit was lies, and I think they just found me as the opportunity. Is like, let's blow it up bigger than what it is, bigger than what we could get it. Let's throw in GB and that motherfucker probably, and that's how that shit got around. But I was hearing about that shit in there. It was like, bruh, you know, they're reposting this on, social media sites and shit like that. But I'll be up out there.
It looked like they had your DMV picture in in all them posts or something. They was like, why is everyone smiling? in this?
I think honestly I haven't seen the article like that, like looked it up on Google since I've been out.
You went mini viral, bro. It was
Yeah, nah, I've
everywhere.
only seen it on right when I got to my cell. My Sally's like, "Hey, bro, you was on the news earlier." I was like, "For real?" And when it came out on the news, I didn't really get to see my mugshot too good because it was real quick. But it might have been the DMV picture. I don't know. Where
the hell they get these from? I seen one of the first posts you posted when you came home. When you scroll to the side, where it was like a big projector screen or something, and it was like somebody trying to say how evil you were in a big talk or something. I was like, what the hell is this? Is this like a school presentation? It was some
So I've been having a lot of back and forth going on between me and law enforcement back in Merced County. I don't know why, but you feel me? I'm like a big focus of theirs. You know what I mean? So they've been fucking with me for years. For whatever reason, and that there was so I don't know if it was PD gang task. They was going around school to school, basically giving information on gang recruitment and gang activity in Merced. So pretty much they was going around school to school in Merced and giving this presentation to the parents and the kids, and they was like, this is what a gang is, this is what they do, and this is GB. He's like the fucking biggest gang member in Merced. If your kid listens to GB, that's a red flag. It's a big no-no. He's this big fucking gang recruiter and this and that. Whatever they was saying. So I've always known for them to like run my name through the mud, which it doesn't bother me, you feel me? This shit happens all the time when you're successful doing what you do. But when I heard that, they was like, nah, like they giving like a whole presentation about you and for an hour and going from school to school. I was like, at that point, that's like personal, you feel me? So I tapped in with my lawyer and I was like, hey, bro, like this is what they doing. And they was like, send somebody to go see if they really doing that. So I sent somebody, I was like, hey, go check it out, you feel me? Because if I pop out, they obviously not gonna present nothing. And yeah, they was doing exactly what I heard, and I sent the footage to my lawyer, and he just put a cease and desist. You feel me? For a defamation.
Yeah.
For to the city of Merced, the mayor, the PD, the sheriff's department, and that's all this last shit was. You feel me? Is just defamation. When all else fails, when they can't get you for shit,
assassinate your character.
Yeah, they're just like, fuck it, let's just make them look bad. You feel me? Let's just paint him as this fucking
I think
terrorist.
Part of it's like what you said too. Like there's elections coming up and easy headline, anything that's an easy headline, like being one of the biggest faces coming out musically out of there, if not the biggest face, you're an easy target for someone to try and get reelected or elected into office if they could just grab a headline with you real quick.
Yeah.
And sometimes it'd be something as simple as that. But it also, we talked a little bit about it earlier, but it is unfortunate to be, when you come from the inner city and you're coming from lower income homes and gang infested neighborhoods and you grow up around that in school districts and whatnot, and that's all you see, and it's unavoidable. You get judged for that point of your life, but they overlook any growth. Like you've evolved into an artist. Like you had your upbringing and you've had your ties with the streets and your knucklehead stuff you've been involved with, but you've definitely involved. Like it's not hard to tell you are a smart individual. You got your GED. You've been making progress in your business, all your business fronts and everything that you got going on with your music is gaining momentum and you're evolving as a businessman. And to just try and shine a light on who you were when you were a kid, like everyone knows when you're a kid, like you kind of don't know your way around. Like I don't know too many 18, 19-year-olds know what they're going to do in life and what direction their life's headed in. You know what I mean? You kind of wing it. And a lot of people just don't know what people write and say, oh, what are you going to be when you grow up? I'm going to be a fireman. And then they turn out to be astronauts or some old crazy. Like, you don't know what you're gonna be,
But
bro.
this is kind of like, let's use Nipsey Hussle, Snoop Dogg, anybody that comes from that, like Dr. Dre. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can't sit there and just say Snoop. Oh, that's just a Crip.
Yeah.
So that's Snoop Dogg. He has built. He's got football leagues. Ice Cube. He's got a basketball league. You can't say, oh, he's just a cat from Compton. Nipsey Hussle wasn't just a Crip from his set. You know what I mean? There's that shows the evolution of somebody. You can come from that and become those type of individuals.
Think
man.
about how long it actually took Snoop Dogg to be.
Of course, you gotta.
It took Martha Stewart doing cook shows and whatnot. Now he's Crip walking on the Super Bowl and doing all kind of Skechers ads or whatever and all the Foot Lockers.
Yeah.
But he was Snoop Dogg to beat a murder case, and they tried to really rap him as a rapper and like he's this bad dude, and he experienced all that. But what they tell you, it took 30-something years for him to be.
I think I might have been talking to you about this sometime. I don't do certain kind of videos. I don't do certain things. I don't put myself in certain predicaments only because I've been in this game for 20 plus years, and it worked. It took me a long time to get outside that box to even get booked to do car shows or even on that level. Like, I know it don't seem like much, but they would not fuck with me forever, bro. Our shows would get shut down right off the bat. Couldn't do meet and greets. Everything was just shut down. It took me a long time to build a name of people just know my name other than just the affiliation. It still happens. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. It's still gonna happen. But it took me a long time to break outside this box to look upon as more of a professional. Like, hey, this is Tone and whatever. Like going back to like a Snoop, and obviously they're on the bigger levels. You know where he comes from, but that's Snoop Dogg. You're not just thinking that off the bat. You know what I'm saying? Even YG, you're not just thinking, oh, that's just a blood rapper. Now, when you think of certain individuals, you only think of that label right off the bat. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of work to you're right. It took
Break
a lot
the
of time
stigma,
to break that,
yeah.
and it's a lot of work and a lot of positive building, whether it's business, whether it's being a family, whether it's helping people out. It takes a lot to break outside the box to be looked upon as more. You're just GB, the person. You know what I'm saying?
The brand, the entity, the celebrity, like it's a constant work in progress, bro. Especially rap does have a stigma. Rap is like pit bulls. You say pit bulls, and people are like, oh, they all attack. Like you say rap music, oh, they're all bad. They all do
Yeah,
this
I
and
mean,
that.
yeah, certain shit's gonna follow you your entire life. You feel me?
Yeah.
Regardless of whether you like it or not, it's gonna follow you. Till you hit your grave. But
Sure.
you feel me? A motherfucker can't ignore. You feel me? Like all the positive shit and the hard work and dedication and like I mentioned before, like all the sleepless nights and everything that goes behind the scenes to coming this far. You feel me? All that shit. You feel me? It for motherfuckers who know who I am as a person, like y'all, y'all know what's up. You feel me? Y'all ain't gotta ask. Y'all see something like that on the news, and y'all,
We know,
you're like, oh yeah,
yeah.
that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
But to the internet and the public and the strangers and the net bangers and everybody else, they gonna make of it what they want to choose to make of it. You feel me? But that's why I ain't worried. I ain't never been worried or am worried about. You feel me? Proving myself. You feel me?
Yeah.
To nobody. You feel me? It don't affect my sleep or nothing. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's just what it
Turn a
is.
negative to a positive,
And you
brother.
know one thing I try to highlight, bro, what we're doing, at least with me, like we're come from different. That's why this podcast is called Two Sides of the Game. We come from different sides of the politics, whatever. But you could still be proud of where you're from. You could still be in this environment. I could still rock with the same brothers that I've been rocking with, and I could still be professional. I could still move this way. You can't just label me because I come from this and I'm still around this as that. Like, there's way more to this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you can't just sit there and say that they're just one type of homie, one type of individual. Oh, you're a homie. You're just a fucking, evil fucking criminal, whatever they want to paint the picture.
Yeah.
Nah, he's a homie and he owns a business. He has a family. He's supporting a bunch of other people. He's uplifting a lot of youngsters in a positive light to show that, hey, this is how homies move and we could achieve stuff. You don't got to be just stuck in prison. You don't got to be on drugs. You ain't got to be an alcoholic. You could do something with yourself and still be a solid person. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts. And it ain't too many people that could go, you feel me, sit at the round table with bosses and then they could go sit, you feel me, receive a certificate at the city council, and they could go to the hood and the trenches, and they could go, you feel me, to multiple areas and be respected everywhere. You feel me? They ain't a lot of motherfuckers that can do that.
And that's something I think a lot of like just mainstream America overlooks. Like they overlook the importance of someone like you. You're able to. Can't nobody come in and talk to an at-risk youth and tell them, hey, don't go out there and be a knucklehead. Don't say no to drugs. And you just say a couple magic words and then that actually resonates with the youth and it makes them actually does a change. But when someone like yourself comes in and you talk the same talk as them and they see you come from the same place, your words actually hit home when you kick knowledge. Same with Tone. That's why he's such a big president. And I feel like Antioch, California, man, get this man key to the city or something, man. He do a lot for out here. Like recognize him somewhere. Somebody out there organize something. Like, but I think like them word like the youth. You could actually deliver a message and man, you might speak to 20 kids or something, and you might just change one life. But you could change one life. Can't nobody in a victory outreach or nothing come. Hey, I used to be hard when I was a kid and like
Hey, you guys
can't
ever
talk
get
that talk.
When you guys were younger, you guys ever get somebody like go to your school or you in a hall?
Scared Straight programs.
Yeah, and be like, hey, you got to do like that shit don't work.
And I would look, honestly, bro, I would look at them like, man, you sucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that shit
like,
don't work.
Just do it out of here, man.
You got to get it from somebody who from where you're from and know the streets that you know and been through what you've been through type shit.
And I feel like not only in person, but the music is that too. Like I ain't in the streets like I used to be, but I still talk that talk in my music because I'm talking to a real specific audience when I do it. I'm trying to reach them knucklehead youth that was like myself. I came in when I was a rap fan and I was a kid, I thought every single song I heard was literal. These guys are really doing everything they say and like it's not just no embellishing going on whatsoever and people just living their lyrics. And I was misguided when I met a lot of rappers in person. I was like, man, these guys ain't like they talk.
Yeah, that's a lot of cat shit though. But see, I think that's what keeps it authentic, at least with us, because even when I do shit, it's all out of past tense shit and lessons I've learned. You know what I'm saying? I don't try to influence no one. Even when I do talk that shit, I don't sit there and be like I did in my first projects. Go slide, we have to do this. I was pumping that, you know what I'm saying? Now it's more past tense of what we've been through to get to this point. And you're right, I try to use music, a voice in general, whether it's content, whether it's this, music.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of that young homie that's listening to this, and I know them words hold weight. And we told Lazy this on that podcast. Like, people analyze your words, people study you, people look up to you. They're going to take those words literal. So if you're like...
Especially law enforcement.
Straight up, you know what I'm saying? Straight up.
Oh, yeah, they're going to...
So that power, your message is powerful. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's up to each individual. Me, I don't want to steer a youngster to crash out. I want to steer a youngster to get some money. I want that youngster to look at me like I want to be like Tone because he gets bread and he's doing this. And I want to live his lifestyle and still be a real one. You know what I mean? I don't have to take the route of just saying I squared up all the way and you know I could still.
And a motherfucker should look at somebody like you and get motivated. You feel me? Rather than hate.
Yeah, but either way,
it comes with both.
My vision doesn't. When I drop, I'm not like worrying about what the haters gonna say. I don't sit there and drop and be like, damn, I wonder if my haters gonna like this or not. You know
hell no.
I literally vision the youngsters that come up and shake my hand and tell me, and you see this plenty of times around, hey bro, we get this a lot of love. People come up and tell us genuine stories like, man, I rock with you, you're your big inspiration. I picture these individuals when I'm making music, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm talking to them. I'm talking to the audience, you know what I'm saying? I'm not just sitting here just bullshitting, writing about right. You know, I really feel like I got a message to them and they're listening. And same with you, bro. You got a big platform. People are paying attention. You got a lot of fans. And you're very, very musically inclined and talented. And it shows us the shit you're just talking about, all the different types of music you're listening to. And you combined it all and created, you know, who you are, got your style. You're very good at it. And like you said, it all comes with a power and responsibility. You obviously acknowledge that you do a lot more than just rap. You know what I'm saying? You're like I said, I wanted to highlight your character, bro, because I've been around you long enough, and we don't just use those words lightly of respect. Like you've gained a lot of respect of the type of man you are. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to give my hats off to you on that. You know
and for your hustle, bro. That's another thing that stands out about you, bro. I be popping up at every event I pop up at. I see you grinding, bro. I see you.
Be rocking it right now, baby.
Hand in hand, talking to the fans, getting off merchandise, taking pictures and signing autographs. I see how down to earth you are and how you interact with the fans, and I respect that, bro. It's a big thing that stands out, and I think that's a key component to your success, bro. So
yeah, nah, appreciate
off,
it.
bro.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm still human. You know what I'm saying? I'm a hustler at heart. You feel me? I let it get it. I let it grind. I let it interact with the fans and supporters. It's the reason why I'm here today. And yeah, you feel me? One day we gonna be like Tone and kick back and ain't gotta do nothing. But
Yeah.
I wish it was that way, man.
until then, you know, we gonna put in the footwork. You feel me? We ain't scared to put in the footwork.
I don't think that's ever gonna stop. No
Yeah,
matter
nah,
what level
it
you get
ain't.
to,
Hell
man.
nah.
One thing I heard is like I said, that people that I look up to, guys that I see they have what I want. You know what I mean? And damn, it must be nice. You think this is hard to keep. So you think you get to a point where like I can get to this point? Nah, once you get to that point, you got to keep that shit.
Yeah, the maintaining is
You know what I'm
harder
saying?
than getting it.
Sometimes it's easier getting
Yeah.
it than maintaining it. Because a lot of people get it and they get a bag. And I see this all the time with rappers, bro. I was literally saying this on Get Rico. Rappers are like football players, man. Short careers. You get a bag real quick, and it's a time limit. Once you're too old to play, what's next? Some people, like I said, go into commentating. Some people go become coaches. You know, you got to find your way into it, some way to be involved.
Yeah, and me, I'm trying to be like, you feel me, like an E40. You feel me, like a burner, like a Snoop, to where, you feel me, you got all these types of, you feel me, businesses, forms of revenue or whatever, but you could always come back to the rap shit that started you, drop a hit,
do it because you can, not because you have to.
Exactly. I'm trying to do this shit. You feel me? It obviously
$400 when you're 50 years old.
Yeah, I'm saying I'm trying to be an entrepreneur, really. You feel me? But this rap shit's what got me here. So I got to continue it and give the supporters what they want.
Is there any other lanes of business that you're passionate about, like rap, that you look forward to diving into?
Besides the OnlyFans.
I look beside the OnlyFans.
How you know about his OnlyFans
Pictures of his
page?
feet, man. Come on.
Nah, I would say something that's really intriguing to me right now that I'm really trying to learn eventually would be real estate, for sure.
Real estate.
Real estate, yep.
Man,
that's something that I definitely want to jump into within these next few years.
Stock market and shit with the highs and lows and how it goes up.
Yeah,
and down.
yeah. I mean, I don't know shit about it right now, but my tax agent, he be talking to me about it. Like, hey, bro, this is where it's at. This is where it's at. So I'm like, oh, you know, I'm finna get there soon enough. You know what I mean? But
Definitely
that's a market I want to tap in.
Start making money, put it somewhere, man, to make more money, longevity. Because first thing people do when they get a bag is go start buying some damn jewelry, go get a nice car. Now you look cool as shit. Yeah, but you built a cat. See, I won't hate on people that got jewelry that built a business and that jewelry that business pays for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm saying don't people get a bag. It's just like the dope game. You get a brick, they go sell the brick, and they go spend all the money on a damn chain, and now I can't re-up now. You know what I'm saying? There's levels. You got to stack. Once that's making
There's
money,
a lot of shit that people don't know or they heard, but they don't take heed to it. Like, one that I stress about a lot, too, is like, tuck some bread for the lawyer fee, tuck some bread for the bail money, tuck some bread for, you feel me, for the bills, in case you feel me? Because, you know, there's certain shit, if you really living what you rapping about, you know it's going to catch up to you. And when you sit in jail, it's going to be like, now what? You feel me? You gotta put your money. You gotta put your money somewhere. You feel me? And once you got everything going on for yourself, then it's cool to look like AWACS over here.
Money management is not something they teach in the hood, and
hell no, it ain't.
Man, learning that is one of the hardest things on this earth to learn when you not coming from money. Even
still
people with money,
shit, bro.
Yeah, and when you ain't got nobody teaching you that shit, you feel me?
And you ain't got no one around you like you see doing, and you could tear a page out of their book, man. It's hard to manage money, bro. It took me
streets and the rap shit, bro, because everybody's trying to keep up with each other. Because they, you know, in this industry, people judge you, man. They judge you on the kit you're wearing and stuff like that. And you're trying to fit in with the bigger rappers, and it's a big pissing contest. You know, even on the street shit, on the killer shit, like who's tougher, who got bigger, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who goes harder? You know, the rap game is just hand in hand with that type of lifestyle, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, no one is teaching you how to get up out there and get that dough and invest some money and do the right thing, because it's a short-lived career, brother. You know what I'm saying? And not to like tell people, hey, your time is going to be short, because, you know, I wish success on everyone, but there is ways to evolve and adapt, and if you don't, you get left behind. You know, everyone's thinking it's going to be the same way forever. They don't think that far ahead.
Yeah, I learned to get the satisfaction out of just knowing I could buy things without actually buying them. That's what helped me with my money management. Like, knowing,
if I wanted it, I could get it, but I ain't gonna get it.
I could get it
I could get it right now.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if I just
really get
don't, like I'll go
That's
get a
control,
Maybach
too,
truck.
because I would compulse buy shit. I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, I could buy. I'm gonna buy that shit, fuck it, because I can. And then I would be buyer's remorse. Why'd I buy that shit? Why did I just spend hella bread on what the fuck?
Dumb
Sometimes
as
you can
hell.
sleep on that shit, or even give yourself an hour. Like, nah, I don't need that shit.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, that's self control right there.
Tone got a room in his house with like pictures of his 10,
Himself?
15,000.
Himself?
But next to that, he's got like 15,000 square foot mansions.
Oh,
with
you talking about my
six
my vision
Ferrari-
board?
His vision board. He got a vision
How you know about
board
my vision board?
next to his selfie wall, right?
He said, "How you know about my
I haven't seen it. He
Next
just
to
tells
his
me about
selfie
it a lot, right?
My future selfie wall. That's how I want to look like.
pictures of his tail?"
I don't got no damn selfie wall. He
But-
catting up.
Manifested. He
Swifty.
he updates his vision wall and whatnot. He goes
Vision board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vision board.
Nah,
You see
man,
my
it's
vision board? He was in my office. He's like, "Ain't your vision board?"
You definitely got to have some type of, and people don't understand how important it is just to write it down.
Yeah.
Write it down. You feel me? Have a little whiteboard. Write it down.
Vision it. I believe in the law of attraction, but it's, people think they don't believe it because they think it's magic. You just have to see what you want, whatever you want, whatever you're building, whatever you're looking for. You have to kind of see it and then understand opportunities are gonna pop up. You got to jump on each one. You know what I'm saying?
and obsess. I obsess. I'm like a broken record.
Yeah.
Like once I beeline my
Yeah.
train of thought, just be like boom, boom, boom. Like,
There's some game I want to kick on that just because I've seen it and it's fucking true. It's you got to vision it, right? Like whatever you want to do, whatever business, your real estate. Okay, I want to own these properties. I want to own that, but how do I do it? There's opportunities that pop into your life. People don't know how to identify them. They shrug them off. Whether it's a girl hating on them, I can't go here because my girl gonna be tripping, or I'm tired, I don't feel like doing that. Whatever excuse. There's so many opportunities that pop up for people, and they just too blind to see it.
Or too lazy.
Too lazy. Anything. And there's an analogy I've seen online that someone used. People probably seen it a million times. I don't know, but it was the red car analogy. Like, how many red cars did you see today?
Oh yeah, I heard that before.
You seen that one? How many
Yeah.
red cars did you see today? And you're like, I don't know, because you're not looking for them. Now that you're looking for a red car, oh, there's one. There's one. Same as opportunities. You know what I'm saying? When you actually understand and start looking for them. So that's why I move around. I do so much. Like, why you go fuck with these random? Because you never know an opportunity. I've shook hands with people that maybe the initial business I thought I was gonna do with them didn't happen, but something else transpired where we did some other kind of business together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no facts. Networking sometimes is always better than a check. That's
Huge.
That's how I keep it real. That's how I got tapped in with Backpack Boys with Q and them.
Yeah.
It was, he invited me to the Backpack Boys grand opening in Long Beach,
Yeah.
and I had a show the same day somewhere. I don't remember where, but I was like, can I go get this quick bag, or you feel me, go fuck with somebody new? And then I chose to go fuck with somebody new, and it opened up so many doors and so many avenues
Right up.
that bread that I was gonna get that day, it was meaningless. You feel me?
Crazy to think how many opportunities we've all missed out on going for that bag that day and not taking the risk on meeting
Exactly.
somebody new, and
Yeah.
how something so simple as that could change the whole trajectory of your life, but you don't know that.
Yeah, you
in the
don't.
moment.
And sometimes you got to just take that. And then sometimes you might not receive it right then and there. It might come later on, but it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now
It
I
might-
know why that happened.
Yeah.
You planted that seed, you built that bridge. I believe in building bridges. You may not need to cross it right now. It might be 10 years down the road. Might need to cross that bridge, but you build those bridges. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in burning bridges with the wrong people too, because some people weigh you down. Some people are they're bad to have around. Bad energy, bad luck, just dragging you down, bro. So sometimes I believe in that too. Is cutting ties with those individuals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to close certain doors to in order for new ones to open. That's for sure.
We good, Timbo? But yeah, bro. Anything you want to touch on, bro? I know we've been here for a minute, man, and definitely appreciate your time, bro. And I look at this as not just us interviewing you, man. Is I got a lot of love and respect for you. Already voiced that, man. So it's definitely cool to sit here and do this for other people to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And anything you want to highlight or for anybody watching right now, any words for that youngster that looks up to you, man?
Man, shit, GB for those who don't know. Just appreciate y'all. You feel me? I grew up listening to both of y'all, so it's crazy. It's like I ain't even here damn near. You know what I mean?
It's real.
Shit, man. Just keep at it. You feel me?
What you got on the way, man? What projects? I know you got
I
some heat coming.
got a project on the way. called El Niño del Barrio. That's scheduled to drop pretty soon. I got another project on the way. I'm working with the homie Fats. That one's gonna go crazy. That one's damn near wrapped up. Shit, I got a lot of shit. I got a music video tomorrow. I gotta fucking head out to LA in a few hours. We just working,
Stay
man.
working, brother. Man, keep your foot on the gas, man.
All that shit. It's just
Salute.
never ending.
Big fan of everything you're doing. Like Tone said, you got all our support and respect, and love you, brother. Thank you for coming through, man. And, hopefully everybody just see all the positive moves you making right now, and all the good music you putting out, and trying to put their spin on it, and you keep getting your flyers out there. And said from the people, man, you the people's champ out there, brother.
Yeah, nah, it's appreciated. It's appreciated, man. We gonna keep working, man.
Man, everybody, go tune in to GB's channel. Go stream his music, man. It's on all platforms: Spotify, Apple Music. Go to YouTube, man.
Tap into the OnlyFans, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, man. Sharing is caring. Tune into the like and subscribe for this podcast, man. Like I said before, it's a new channel. We're trying to become a big platform out here in Northern California, man. We don't have too many outlets that put us on, man. So we're creating our own. You know, shout out to the ones we do have out here, but we're creating our own foundation, our own platform, so we can help uplift others at the same time. So like and subscribe. It means the world to us, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Two sides of the game. We out this bitch.